Way back in 2016, I did a review of Doom 64, and at the end of the video I basically prayed that they wouldn't fuck up the so-called new Doom, which was coming out in a few months at the time. So the big question is, did they? We'll find out. They didn't though. Let's just get this out of the way. Doom isn't one of your chaste, wholesome FPS games. Look over at Call of Duty, you're getting this. Doom, you got this. Halo? Doom. This isn't a war. You have no backup, you have no friends, you're at the mercy of hordes of nightmare creatures that won't think twice before literally tearing your arms off and snapping you like a fucking branch. But you are not so merciful either. When you're successful in combat, you're not limited to just killing your enemies. You fucking rip their arms off and hit them with it, smash their heads like an egg, snap their limbs like toothpicks, crushing their very skulls under your weight, splitting them down the middle, peeling them like a fucking banana, cut them down with a chainsaw. If you're on your game, you'll fucking demolish these guys. This mechanic is called glory killing, which the game encourages to no end, rewarding you with precious health drops and ammo. You whittle down your opponent with guns and melee attacks until they start glowing, and then they have a diabetic's chance in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory of surviving. The guns are incredibly satisfying to use. Each of them have a purpose and are very powerful if you know what you're doing. On top of that, you can also upgrade the weapons. You'll come across these drones that have weapon upgrades attached to them, which allow you to add new functionalities to the weapons. My favorite is the triple shotgun burst. You get right in the enemy's face to charge it up and then just blast them 3 times in a split second. And on top of that, certain things will get you weapon upgrade tokens, which upgrade the upgrades. It's fucking great. The combat is the main focus of the game, and it is just fantastic. The gaming industry is flooded with FPS games that basically all use very similar mechanics, always ducking behind cover like some kind of scared child. In this game, you can't run and hide from your problems. Even if you do find cover, they'll run up on you and rip your damn head off. You cannot stop. You have to constantly be on the move. You must always be shooting and always be dodging. And if you slow down or stop, it's nighty-night for you, fucko. You'd better watch out and you'd better not cry, because Santa Claus has come to town and he ain't got nothing but coal. If you switch the difficulty to Nightmare, it makes for an incredibly intense and yet satisfying experience, where if you're dumb enough to get hit even once or twice, you'll get turned to jello. But you can take solace in the fact that when you fight that guy next time, you'll get to just tear him apart. As you go through the game, you'll slowly get more and more perks. Sometimes you'll come across these energy cells. These things can upgrade your health, shield, or ammo. Of course, if you're a grown man, you gotta be filling up on ammo first. You can also steal flash drives from dead soldiers, which can be used to give you small upgrades on the side. And on top of that, there are these things called rune challenges, where if you complete them, you'll get an extra ability, like vacuuming up items from a greater distance and glory killing from further away. All these little things help, but they will not fully compensate a lack of skill, so don't ever let your guard down. Besides the combat, the game also seems to encourage a lot of exploration. Every level is abundant in secrets, whether they be upgrades, shields, or these awesome little action figures. Many levels also have a secret area from the original Doom hidden somewhere within them. That is incredible. And walking from the gritty, realistic world of this game into the caveman graphics of the original game is surreal. Now, as much as I love the exploration in this game, there are 2 issues with it. 1. A lot of the secrets will actually show up on the map before you collect them, if you get within a certain range. This takes out a lot of the challenge of finding the secrets. Maybe it's a way of balancing things out though. In the original Doom, the secrets were fairly cryptic and difficult to find. The other problem is that a number of the levels will actually have points of no return, where if you get past them, you can't turn back. So if you left something behind by accident, say a secret perhaps, you'd have to restart the level. And I honestly don't see any particular reason to do that, but then again, I'm not a game designer, so whatever, I guess. The game's presentation is top notch. The graphics are awesome, the visuals are incredibly vivid. The dust blowing over the surface of Mars, the fire raging all over the place, your enemies being reduced to fountains of blood, it's a spectacle. And the soundtrack is just amazing. When you're alone, the music switches to this droning ambience, making you feel just so completely alone. But when the monsters show up, it switches to this intense techno-metal concoction that really gets you on your toes and puts you at the edge of your seat as you fight for your very life. Doomguy is interesting. He has no spoken dialogue, and you pretty much only ever see his hands. And yet, this turns out to be incredibly expressive. When this dude wakes up, his immediate reaction to seeing this hell demon is to just immediately smash its head in with his bare hands. As he's going up the elevator, Samuel Hayden tries to talk to him and explain the whole misunderstanding. When he just gets so pissed, he just punches the fucking terminal.
But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
Then you got this scene where Hayden is frantically telling you not to destroy the cores.
You must stop. The hell energy is unusable without the filters. We will be back at square one. You have no idea what you have just done.
You can tell just how pissed this dude is by the very fact that he does all of this with his hands. It would have been far safer to do it with a gun from a distance, but no. This is personal. It's also very telling about what he thinks of Samuel Hayden and his use of the hell energy. All of this ties together in what is a rare burst of video game near perfection. It's just fun, and there's very little that gets in the way. It's a game that you can jump right into. No stupid tutorials, only one loading screen per level, and at worst, you get the occasional cutscene, which generally doesn't last very long. It's not a movie. It's not an overly complex enigma. It's a game, and that is all it needs to be.